I love the Dragon Age franchise. I am currently doing a replay of it over on my Twitch, and I want to discuss the Battle of Ostagar. So let's talk about it. Hello everyone, I'm AJ Starkiller, first enchanter of the SK Circle, and I am here to say that wherever you are, whether you're here for Star Wars, Dragon Age, Mass Effect, or whatever, welcome. And if you like this kind of content where I talk about stuff like video game lore, fantasy lore, please hit the like button, leave me a comment, let me know that, and be sure to share, subscribe, do all the other YouTube stuff. But with that out of the way, let's just talk about the Battle of Ostagar. Archers! I want to talk about King Cailan and why he reacted so foolishly, and kind of defend him just a little bit and explain why it's not entirely his fault. And I also want to talk about Taron Logain and whether or not he actually made the right decision in abandoning Cailan and their troops. Let's start with the less controversial one first. So we'll talk about King Cailan. Now, when you meet Cailan, he is brash and foolhardy and seemingly downright delusional. Duncan and Logain are both telling him how serious this blight is, or how serious this horde is, and how it could be the precursor to a blight, and Cailan waves them off. He seems like an idiot, he's obsessed with glory, and this is going to be an easy fight, we'll all be home by dinner. Why would he really think that way? Like, it doesn't seem to make sense, right? Until you add the historical perspective. So, the Battle of Ostagar takes place in the year 930 Dragon. Okay? The last blight, the fourth blight, was between 512 and 524 Exalted. That is 400 years that separates the fourth blight from the fifth. In the history of Thedas, that is the longest time between blights. And then you look back at the history of specifically the Battle of Isolate at the end of the fourth blight. In that battle, it was reported that the win was so overwhelming, so many Darkspawn were defeated, that they would never recover. That there would never be another blight because they were destroyed so badly at Isolate. Now, couple that claim and that teaching from the Chantry, because they're going to incorporate that into the Chantry. Keep that in mind. And then we go 400 years, the longest time Thedas has gone without a blight. And you get to Cailan, who is a very devout man, who has been raised on this history. He has no reason to believe that this could be a blight, that this could even be the beginnings of a blight, because everything that he's been taught for the last 400 years is that that's not even possible. Now, was he foolish to ignore Duncan and Logain's warnings? Absolutely. But when you understand that historical context, you see that it's not just that he was a fool, it was also, he just didn't have the perspective to even consider that it could be a blight. And it's more of a lesson in listening to the people around you and realizing that nothing is impossible. But I just wanted to provide that little bit of extra attention to King Cailan and hopefully give you a little more understanding as to why he acted the way he did. Now, let's talk about Logain.
Sound the retreat.
But what about the king? Should we not
do as I command?
Taron Logain, the man best remembered for abandoning King Cailan and his troops to die on the fields at Ostagar. Was that a dick move? Yes. Was it inevitably necessary for them to win the war? I'd argue also yes. Because if he had charged into battle there are two ways that could have gone. One, everybody could have died, and that wouldn't have been good. Or two, the casualties would have been so high that they might not have had enough of an army to help during the Battle of Denerim to defeat the Archdemon and win the war. Because at the end of the day, there is a blight happening, and they don't know it yet. And a blight only ends when the Archdemon dies. Quick history lesson here on what a blight is. Essentially, the Darkspawn kind of gather en masse. They find and corrupt an old god, in this case Orthemiel, and they turn them into an Archdemon. And that Archdemon leads the Darkspawn horde up to the surface, where they attack. And the blight cannot be ended until the Archdemon is defeated. Orthemiel did not show at the Battle of Ostagar, meaning there was never going to be a chance to defeat him. And if Orthemiel is not defeated, the blight does not end. So yeah, they might have won the Battle of Ostagar, but there was still a blight coming. And there's a chance that if they don't have enough soldiers left in Ferelden and in Taron Loghain's army, that might have been just the tip that they needed to lose the war, to lose the Battle of Denerim, and for the Archdemon to win. So, was it a dick move for Taron Loghain to abandon Kaelin? Absolutely. Did he have the information that it was a blight? Did he do this because of this information? No. He did it because he's an asshole. But did that move ultimately win them the war? I don't know. Maybe. What do you guys think? Was King Kaelin just an idiot? Was Taron Loghain just an asshole? Would they have won the war right then if he and his troops had marched in? I don't know. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. Again, if you like this sort of video, hit the like button. Tell me in the comments that you like this kind of stuff. Share it, subscribe for more of this and other kind of content. All that wonderful stuff. Don't forget to find me wherever better creators are found, on Twitch and on TikTok at Jedi_Starkiller. But until next time,
You are now leaving the SK base. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And never forget, the Force will be with you, always.